I first started learning languages when I was 8. I started teaching them 16 years ago, and now I dedicate my life to helping as many people as possible learn how to learn languages. And most importantly, how to learn them in the best way for you. Hi, I'm Lindsay, a language learning expert passionate about helping you learn languages better. And in this video, I want to share 3 of the biggest benefits that language learning has given me outside of being able to speak languages. Before we get into it, if you want to learn more about 5 of my core principles of language learning, then you absolutely want my free video training. You can get it lindsaydoeslanguages.com/free video, and it will go straight to your inbox for 7-day on-demand access. First up then, languages have made travel easier, more enjoyable, and just better for me. When I was growing up, travel always felt like this thing for the mega rich, right? Like we would go on camping holidays to France, Italy one time. We would drive all the way down, and it was great fun and it was lovely. And there were other languages and cultures and things to explore. But going any further than that felt huge. It wasn't until I was 18 and my mum paid for me to go to Costa Rica for 3 months to live with a local family, to work in this school teaching English. And it was so eye-opening in many ways. But one of the biggest ways was that I realized travel doesn't have to be this thing that is reserved for the mega rich. And I thought to myself, okay, well, I already speak Spanish and French at that point in time. I can just learn more languages and that opens up more places for me to visit. It just felt like that was possible. And then it became even easier because I realized, you know what, I don't even need to learn them to that same level as Spanish and French. I can learn enough of a language to travel and still have a much richer experience. And now I have to say, travel is one of the things that has really shaped me the most as a person, that has taught me so much about the world. And that wouldn't have happened without languages. If I didn't speak Spanish, I wouldn't have gone to Costa Rica, right? I wouldn't have had that reason to go to that place. And so it's all tied in and all links back to languages and makes, you know, now if I think, okay, where do I want to go on holiday next? And I'll look at Skyscanner or something and see, oh, never been there. Let's have a look. Oh, okay, this is a great excuse to now learn a bit of that language. So it just is so connected for me. I can't imagine going anywhere without having at least done an hour or so, like digging into the language beforehand. They're just connected. Salt and pepper, Homer and Marge, peanut butter and jelly, if you're American. Secondly, and this is also linked to the travel, but learning languages just gives me this open door to everything. I was never massively into other subjects at school that now interest me. So things like geography and history at school, that was boring to me. And with learning languages, that has given me access to those subjects. Like I say, like an open door where I can just peek through and then step in because I've got this access point. You know, that access point could be anything for any topic. For example, it might be that you love history and that is your access point, that's your open door to then want to learn Latin or ancient Greek or whatever it might be. You know what I mean? Like it can work in reverse, but for me, languages have been that open door to everything else. And I honestly believe that the more we understand about the world, the more we appreciate our differences and our similarities. Tolerance, boom, going up. Empathy, boom, going up. Like, why would you not want to do that? I honestly believe, truly, and I mean this wholeheartedly, the world would be such a better place if we were all multilingual, if we all had this deeper understanding of what it's like to be someone else, to speak that language and to know all of those things about what that means. That can be acquired through language learning, and that is such a great thing. We should all learn a language. And you know, something I always like to mention on this point is that monolingual is the minority. So across the globe, bilingualism, multilingualism is the norm. Most people on this planet speak more than one language. So any time that a monolingual, predominantly English speaker in my line of work will say to me something like, oh, I can't learn French or Spanish or Japanese because I don't have the talent, I don't have the skill, I'm not a language person. It's like, well, what about the rest of the world that is multilingual? Not necessarily by choice. That's the other thing, right? And honestly, that is the reason for this gap. It's because it's a choice to learn. When it is a choice, it's easier not to. Same with anything. And I personally am so glad that I chose to do it. And finally, point number 3, language learning has given me endless transferable skills. There's so much that language learning has given me that I've learned from language learning that applies to other areas of my life and vice versa. But really, what this comes down to is that language learning gives more than it takes. For example, running my own business. That takes a lot of self-discipline, a lot of time management, a lot of other core skills that I have acquired in part through my language learning. If I'm training for a run or a marathon, having that discipline, having that ability to plan and to recognize the time span and the realistic goal that I can achieve in that time, really important. A lot of that skill comes from language learning for me. And then also, of course, there's those moments where things don't go to plan. And knowing what to do in those moments, also really important. And also, guess what? Comes from language learning. I just wanted to share how much language learning has given me and can give you too, and possibly already has. And it's not just about being fluent, having something for your CV. There's so many reasons to learn a language. These are 3 of my biggest ones that are very personal to me. And I just wanted to share that because I think it's important that we recognize it's not just a skill that we can tick off. It's so much more. If you do want to learn more about how to learn languages, you should sign up for my free video training, lindsaydoeslanguages.com/free video. And that will introduce you to 5 of my core principles of language learning, which is a really great start point or a really great refresher if you've maybe been doing this for a while but are feeling a bit demotivated and want to get back into things. Definitely check that out. As always, thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and tell a friend so we can all learn languages better.